Hi, my name is Leonard T. Munson, and welcome back to the Astrological Monthly Crystal Overview for 2019 for November for the sign of Scorpio. You can reach me at my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or my email address, mercury524@msn.com, or my Facebook page, Reading by Leonard T. Munson, or you can reach me on LinkedIn and Twitter. Okay, remember the three things: subscribe, like, and share. Again, you can reach me on my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or my email address, mercury524@msn.com, or my Facebook business page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or LinkedIn and Twitter. Now, welcome all course watchers. Course watchers are people who go to different channels to getting other people's viewpoint so they can make their decision. Welcome. Okay, we're available to share donations if you care to. Now, if you want a private reading, you can go to my website and you can look at the catalog and see what services and what products I do sell. Okay, this is the overall view for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising, or anyone that has anything in the 8th house in your natal chart or solar chart. Happy birthday, Scorpio. Welcome. Okay? Scorpio, the sun is in Scorpio. So this is the beginning of your new astrological year. So I want to wish happy birthday to all the Scorpio. So when you have your birthday, this is the initiation of new beginnings. Initiation. Okay, action. So these are the time for you to take those actions that you want to take. This is the time that you want, because your solar sun is in your 1st house. So this is a new birth year for you. This is your new year. This is your birthday. Okay? Now, Scorpio is the ruling planet is Pluto and Mars. So Scorpio rules the 8th house, which deals with intimacy, share resources, death and resurrection, rising from the ashes, transformation, and secrets. Okay, so the first 56 days of your birthday, this is the time for you to go out and get what you want. People are willing to help you, to assist you, to establish where you need to go so you can flow in each other house that's come after your solar sun in your 1st house. So people think highly of you. They want to assist you and give you all the benefit of the doubt to bring your goal, wishes, and dreams into fruition. Okay, so this is the time for growth, initiation, action, and go forth for what you want. You have the universe backing you and opening new opportunities for you. Now, Scorpio, you're a water sign, so this deals with feelings. And just like your fellow water sign, which is Pisces and Cancers. So your intuition is on heightened alert. Listen to your inner voice inside of you and your feelings and act on it, because it's guiding you in the things that you need to be guided in. Okay, so let's put a bang in this new year for you. So let's come out of the gate, going fast, and overcome the obstacles. It's not who comes out quick, but who can go and overcome the obstacles and the barriers getting to the finish line. So let's start out fast or slow and easy like the turtle, but I'll get to that finish line because I'm going to overcome all the obstacles and things that's placed in my path and challenges. Okay, we're going to have many challenges in our life. It's not how many or how you do it, it's how you handle it and overcome and moving these challenges out of your path. Okay, Scorpio? So let's start out. You got Mars, your ruling planet. Go out there. You got the energy, the drive, you got the push. So this is a time of renewal, initiation, action, and growth to bring forth and things that you need to have. Okay, So I'm going to influence where the planets are at, helping you in this new beginning for you, Scorpio. Jupiter's in Sagittarius. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. So it's in its home base. So this is going to give you more action. So if you have anything that's in a fire sign, in the first, the fifth, or the ninth house, it's going to work for you. These new opportunities, expansion, growth, and blessing, and wealth, and truth, it's going to open opportunities for you. But the trick is that all these opportunities coming to you, pick the ones that have longevity, that can grow each year, because Jupiter goes into each sign every 12 years. Okay, so you have any sign in the first house, the fifth, or the ninth house, you're going to feel this effect. And this is the beginning of a new year for you, so let's go after it. Okay, Saturn. No, there's no. Pluto is in your sign. It's your ruling planet of your sign. So Pluto represents issues that's been turning and turning and that you've been ignoring and putting distance to it. Now it's time for you to deal with it. Pluto represents emotions. So this goes back to some emotional issues that you had in your childhood in the past, okay? It wasn't your fault. Release it, heal yourself, and forgive this person or persons who did this to you. So stop carrying this burden on you. It wasn't your fault, okay? You were dealing with a damaged individual who thought this was the proper way of doing things. So let's release this. Let's bring this that's been hidden and these secrets out and address it, and everything will go away and you'll be fine. And Pluto's in Capricorn. And then we have Saturn in Capricorn. And Saturn represents delays, setback, procrastinations, and boundaries. So this has something to do with boundaries that you let people walk over, or you were taught to let people walk over you. Now you got to stop it. Okay, this is your birthday. Stand up. Stand in your truth. Speak your truth. This is the fifth chakra, and this represents speaking your truth. So I feel that some of you have this block, so you got to unblock it and speak your truth and the things that you need to do. Okay? But do it in a diplomatic way. Don't bring anger into it, because if you're speaking your truth, whoever you're speaking it to, and you have anger, then they're going to react to you in anger. Rise above that. Use your intuition to stay humble, then you won't stun. So let's be diplomatic about it. Take that anger out of it. If you have to rehearse it in a mirror, if you have to straighten someone out, just rehearse it so you have the anger out of it. So when this confrontation happens, you're calm as a cucumber. Saturn also represents Father Time. I know if someone, Saturn went in Capricorn in 2017, and this transit is about up. So between 2017 and 2020, someone left you physically and moved and transitioned to the spiritual world. Someone, a family member, a good friend, or a mentor, or someone that you really cared about. So let's remember what they taught us, the knowledge, the information that will help us let ourselves to grow the rest of the time that we are here in this planet. And call upon them, because they're watching and guiding you. And they will be coming in your dreams to give you messages and things that will help you to move the challenges out of your life. That's Saturn and Pluto is in Capricorn. And Capricorn is the 10th house, which deals with the ending of a cycle and beginning of a new cycle. Something must die for something new to grow. So let's put this new birthday, let's plant new seeds and attend it and water it and give it love. Clean the weeds away from it, keep it from strangling the roots, to keep it from growing. So let's do this in your birthday and your initiation. Well, I got the chills. I get a spirit here for you, Scorpio. I get a grandfather for some of you. A grandfather's coming here. You know, I see a grandfather. He wants to help you. So welcome in your prayers when you do your prayers. Okay. Capricorn represents the house of employment, success, moving up the ladder. So I see some of you are this new initiation and growth has something to do with change in employment or getting some additional education or training to have more money coming in, okay, to a better lifestyle. It also represents your public image. You want to change how people perceive you. And I feel that some of you are being perceived in the wrong way. Okay, and your reputation has something to do with this too. Okay, now we're going to go into the next thing, and this is Uranus, which is retrograding in your opposition, which is Taurus. Now, the two words that are retrograding, the two letters that are retrograding is RE. Review, re-examine, re-look, re-establish, reschedule. So when Uranus was direct 5 months ago, it's going back and see what you have missed, what mistakes you had made, and what details that you miss. So you're going to see that and correct it. So when it goes direct, it went retrograde on August the 12th, 2019, and when it goes direct on January the 1st, 2020, you will see the changes because you're going to initiate in these new change and that will bring growth to you. Oh, Uranus and Taurus. Uranus is the shock planet. It's a distant planet like Pluto and Saturn, but its effects, it's slow moving, but you will feel it. These are lessons to be learned from Pluto and Saturn. Okay? Saturn and Pluto is tearing down that old you and putting yourself on a better foundation. So is Uranus. Uranus is the Tower card in the tarot deck, and it represents the divine timing is coming in and moving these obstacles out of your the people, places, and things and situation, and putting you on a stronger, better foundation. Okay? So Taurus, again, it represents the fifth chakra. You've been holding a lot of things in. It's time for you to speak your truth, but in a diplomatic way. Stop being a people pleaser. You know, you don't have to please somebody. You don't want to do anything, don't do it. Like someone who was calling me, and while I'm doing my video, I told them I'd call them back an hour. And then they called me again, the hour was up. I said, I'll call you back later. I'm doing something else. So when you let people keep annoying you, they take your power away. So you do what you need to do for you, and then you help other people out. Don't put other people before you. Don't let other people's emergencies be your problem. Okay? Uranus deals with money, work, and possession. So there's a lot of issues here about that you are looking at in this new birthday year for you. Taurus is also the ruling planet of love. It's Venus in the fiery. So some of you might be in a relationship that is not working out, and I see you're bringing it to an end. Then some of you are in a relationship that you are really learning to compromise and stop going in separate directions and going in one direction where you can have more. Okay? And especially on an emotional level too. Okay, remember, 10% of the time in a relationship is spent in bed, 90% of that is spent outside. Okay? So if you're dealing with something sexual, because Scorpio, you like sex and everything, it's just sexual. It's nothing else. Okay? So you need something outside of the bed that this person has to bring offering to you. So some of your relationship is getting better because you recognize this, but some of you are getting away from this relationship. For the ones who are single, you are the one looking for someone, but I feel that you're also looking to improve yourself. So I said, once you start improving yourself, then you attract that person that you want. So let's plant those seeds right now, since this is your new beginning. Okay, we're going to become a cashless society. Physical money is going to be obsolete, okay? They already have chips in people's hands in Sweden, where they have the ID, the driver's license, and the credit card. This is the mark of the beast. I'm not taking no part of it, and I know you don't want to take part of it because, Scorpio, you do not want to be controlled in that way. Okay, a long-term relationship, you're getting a review of that. If you're within a long-term relationship, you're looking at what mistakes you made and what details you missed, because this is going to be the norm. Uranus went into Taurus on March 6, 2019, and will stay there to 2026. Ageless relationship. Age is not going to be a problem. If you're dealing with an old spirit, an old soul, they're going to be mature spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, but they just have a younger number behind them. okay? The LBGQ plus community. If any of you are those, you're going to get the freedom. You don't have to hide anymore. You can be who you are. That's when you came to be who you are. The divine source of the universe made you this way. It's nothing learned. This is what he wanted you to be. So accept that. Cleaning up the environment, getting away from all those chemicals that the legal drug pushers, the doctors, and the pharmaceuticals are giving you. But getting more into natural ways, getting back to herbs, getting food with more organic and no GMOs in it, and taking care of your physical self here. So Scorpio, I see this happening here too now. Okay, some of you might be making a garden in your yard, a garden in your flower pot, or some herbs and stuff and pots on your balcony, whatever, okay? Then we have Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces, and it's home base. Again, those two letters, we're reviewing things. We're establishing, we're checking them out. So we're reviewing things when Neptune was direct 5 months ago and see what errors, mistakes, and details that we miss, and we're correcting that. Neptune represents, again, your intuitiveness and psychic ability is heightened. So listen to your voices, listen to your dreams and your hunches, so it will go right for you, and things will happen in the way you need it to happen. Okay, some of you having problems with your feet and your eyes. You better get it checked out. You better change your diet. I see a lot of you changing your diet to get this stuff corrected. So Neptune went to retrograde on the 21st of June this year, and will go direct this month, November the 27th, 2019. Okay, so get your head out of the cloud. Stop having these fantasies and these dreams. So you want to dream, then dream it, and then write it down, and then action, create it. Okay? Okay, we have Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury is also retrograding. The two letters is RE. When it was 3 months, when it was direct, so you're going back and see what mistakes you made when Mercury was direct. Okay, we revisit, we check, we schedule. What details or what did you miss? And then you can bring it back when it goes direct on November the 20th. Okay, Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini. So there's the communication, thought, words, writing of all forms, okay? So the communication now with Mercury and Scorpio is emotional. So everybody's going to have to act to initially emotionally. So don't rise to that emotional level, Scorpio. Use your intellect, your mind, and stay calm. Mercury deals with all forms of transportation, cars, boats, planes, anything in mechanics will break down. So there's been something that's been on the pump, is going to definitely break down and have to be corrected. Mercury deals with abiding foam, no electronic things, until Mercury goes direct on November the 20th. If you do, you're going to have problems with it, and it's not going to work. And if you don't have the receipt and it's not in a warranty, I don't know how that's going to work for you. Okay? So you'll lose out on that. Do not sign any contract, make any commitment, and any agreement to nothing until Mercury goes direct on the 20th of November. If you do that, then you're going to lose more than you think you're getting. And do not start any project. Now, if the project is something that's already been into effect, you have no problem, but nothing new. Okay? Mercury also represents the shoulder, the arms, the hands and eye coordination. Also represents your nervous system, which is also part of your brain, and your lungs. Call you back. And your lungs. Oh, Lord. And your lungs, okay? So if you're having breathing problems, you better look at that right now and get a correction of that right at this time. Okay? Then we have Mars in Libra. Mars is the masculine sign of, okay? Mars is your ruling planet. So Mars in Libra, so that means you need to be aggressive in balancing all your partnerships, relationships out. Mars also in Libra represents open enemies. You're going to know who's your enemies. Mars also in Libra is going to represent spiritual blessings, using diplomacy and being a diplomat and getting your point across. Mars in Libra deals with decisions, and indecisions. Don't be sitting on the fence where you have to make a decision, okay? And Mars and Libra also deal with uh, other people, and it deals with any legal situation you have behind around you. You need to address it because you will come out on top, but don't let it sit there and smother and do nothing about it. Then we have Venus in Sagittarius. Okay, Venus is the goddess of love. Mars is masculine, Venus is balanced. Okay, Jupiter is in Sagittarius. So Venus is in Sagittarius, so it deals with money, work, and possessions, okay, and love. So this is the time to start initiation in these areas. And if you see someone that you're interested, introduce yourself, have a conversation, give numbers out, and whatever. Okay, Sagittarius represents the explorer, so you need to start exploring these avenues that you have with Venus and Sagittarius. Okay, it deals with your universal truth, Sagittarius. It deals with foreign, so you might be dealing with some foreign people, foreign culture, religion, a fascination with that. And also, you might be taking a trip outside the country. It deals with higher education, again, going back to school for something new and everything. It deals with speculation and competitiveness too. And one of the stones I want you to carry for you, Scorpio, for November 2019 is the tiger eye. This is a brown and black stone. I want you to carry this with you for the month of Scorpio to bring these new beginnings, initiation, and renewal to you. And I see you having problems in your lower back because you're holding a lot of your stress there. So I want you to get some organic castor oil and heat it up and heat the stone up and rub that along your back. Okay? I hope you enjoy. Happy birthday, Scorpio, for your monthly astrological crystal overview for November 2019. Ciao.